G'day guys, Westy here. Welcome to my channel, High Country Prospecting. Today we're out on one of the local creeks near where I live. I'm just going to do a little bit of high banking. I've done some test pans here in the past and got pretty good results. So I'll do a few test pans today and set the high banker up and see how we go. Along with my dog Chewy, of course. How'd I forget to introduce him? Right guys, this is the area I've decided to work today. I've done some test pans along here before in the past and got quite good results. I'll just do a few more pans today, work out the best area, then we'll set up the high banker and run for a couple of hours, see how we go. Not the best pan, probably 15 little specks in that pan there. Colour there already. Jeez, that's a better pan. Still very fine, but there's probably 50 specks in that pan, I'd say. Not sure if the camera will pick that up. You beauty. Quite a good bit of colour in that pan there. You see down here where I'm digging, just doing the test pans, there's a layer of black clay there. And that gold seems to be sitting right on top of that. So I'm going to work this layer through here, just down to that black layer, and just skim a little bit off the top. Once again, I've hit that black, really thick clay layer. It's only about a foot or so down. I'll skim the top off that. Run that and see how we go. As I said earlier, I've test panned this spot before, just never bought the banker here. So So judging by that last pan, seems to be a good deposit here of flood gold. I've just seen a bit of gold actually. Where are you? There it is. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera. It's quite a bit bigger than the others. A lot of black sands in here too. Nice thick chunky pieces. Just generally a good indicator of gold. Yeah, probably 20 or 30 little micro specks in that pan as well. So I won't waste any more time. We'll sucker those up and we'll set the high banker up, I think. Suction. Got a little strainer on the end. I'll just use a rock to hold it down. Works pretty well. Prime the pump up. Hopefully, a bit of luck, we'll go. First pull, not bad. Bubble level that I found in the shed at home. You don't have to use one. silence then after the pump stopped. Hopefully if there was any losses, should recapture them. Well, that's not the best. I haven't run too much of this hole. It was all running pretty well, even though the really grey clay was breaking down nicely. But the pump stopped. It's got fuel, it's got oil. Serves me right for buying a cheap one, I suppose. I've got a bigger one at home which I might have to start using. Run it on less revs. This little one I have to run flat out to keep up with this 12-inch sluice. See a little bit in the cells there. Tiny bit. Well, that's the end of today's trip. The pump's knackered. I think I overheated it. So yeah, won't start. So what I'm going to do is just clean the mats out and I'll pan everything off by hand here down the creek. And then I'll just run a couple more shovels out of that while I've got a bit of daylight left. And I'll come back another day with a new pump and see how much we get. I'll just bucket the rest of the material that's in here out. Not what you want on your first video for YouTube, but anyway, it's reality, isn't it? All good. I'll just pan off the material that I did catch in this big pan before the pump stopped. I'm sure when it stopped it blew a fair bit out, so we'll see how we go. 4 tiny little micros, absolutely tiny. I don't think this camera will even pick them up. Oh, there they are. Just there. So that's pretty good considering it was stop starting. It's got the miner's moss in the top section here. Just a little wing nut to take it out. If I could finally get it. There we go. Just a bit of expanded mesh goes on top of that. And then the miner's moss. just wash it out in the bucket. Not expecting a hell of a lot. I probably only did 20 shovels, I reckon. But I'll pan this out. So that's what we ended up with just out of that top mat. Minus my there's a bit of gold floating. Get down. I'll pan it off and see. I'll have to separate that a bit better later on. I don't know if you can see that. There's actually quite a bit there. All around that top edge. I'm throwing a bucket down to clean out any material that was underneath the miner's moss, and also any that got under the dream mat. Definitely worthwhile coming back. Well, I'll take this all home and clean it up properly there. G'day guys, I'm back at home now. I've done the cleanup today. Didn't get a hell of a lot out of it, but it was all good. It's all just good fun to be out there in the bush. You know, I really enjoy it, being down in the creek. So I'll get a new pump and we'll be back out there before you know it. I'll show you what we got anyway. So there's a 22 round there. That's about it. So not a hell of a lot, but there's some nice sort of chunkier pieces in there. I'll post up a still photo. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed making it. It's been a bit of a learning curve, but yeah, let me know if you got any feedback in the comments, that'd be great. Thanks guys.